And we're live. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Eurovox channel. Let's talk about Eurovision tonight because today was an exciting day. The morning started at 11 for me when Switzerland's song came out. Clara, Andy, Maria, Samuel, how are you guys tonight?
Very good, very excited. As you said, it's been a great day for Eurovision, so there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there is a lot to talk about. So let's start with Switzerland because that was the first song that came out this morning. How do you guys feel about it? Andy, what do you think?
Do you know, to coin Jess's phrase, I'm on the fence with this one. There's part of the song, for me, it's like 9 different songs. And it's, I was confused for the first part of the song, listening to it. They've got a great voice, Nemo. But there's lots of elements that will have to be performed on stage. I'm wondering how they will come across live. There's also loads of different elements in the first half of the song. And then I feel like in the second half, that's when we've properly found our song. We've got kind of this drum and bass chorus. It's just confusing. I was confused. I was tired this morning when I watched it. So, you know, maybe that's part of it. I'm just going to add in our Swiss expert.
Hi.
Who's got really weird,
hi, everybody.
Really weird name for some reason. How you doing, Ibrahim?
I'm fine. You?
I'm good. I was just saying how confused I was by Switzerland's song this morning.
Yeah, me too, actually. It was a bit of a shock. I was quite not really awake and I was like, what the hell is that, really?
Tell us.
What do you want to know?
What is the chatter in Switzerland? Are the people more veering towards this? Do they support it? Do they think it's a little risque? What are they thinking generally in Switzerland?
Yeah, I followed actually since the morning a little bit the news and watched what people were commenting online and a bit everywhere on the press and so on. And I have to say it was a bit mixed, but sometimes you had like some homophobic commentary that comes with those kinds of songs anyway. So you had this, but you had also a very positive one and people that were going to, oh, they're going to win and so on. And maybe I can tell later if you want to know more what's really my opinion of the song and how well I see it.
Yeah, tell us now.
Tell us now.
Yeah, I think it's quite a song that is made actually for a live performance. I really enjoyed surprisingly the song with the fact that actually I am not a big fan of opera at Eurovision, but I'm coming from a classical background as a musician, so I should like that, but I'm not really usually. But I don't know, it really worked. And also rap, I'm quite difficult with rap music, so I was quite surprised to enjoy that much. That was really a weird feeling, I have to say. Yeah.
It's definitely a roller coaster.
Did anyone else get the video? That it was when they went into each different carriage, there was like a different.
Yes.
Stuff. Okay, because it took me a little while. It took me 3 watches to understand that that's what was happening. But I really like the music video. The song, I'm still confused. Is it just too many different styles in one song for me? And that can be done really well. And you know, I can't compare the two, but think Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen and all the different elements in that song and how great that was. And other artists have tried to do kind of a similar thing and it's never worked. So I don't know. And I wonder about the live performance as well. But I don't know Nemo as an artist, being from Switzerland. I mean, can you tell us maybe a bit more about Nemo?
Yeah, I think he's quite a good live performer. I think that's not going to be the issue. Either the vocals, I think he's going to nail that, as when I can say that. And it's more what are they going to do with the live performance, because it can go either way. But I don't think it's quite that challenging to actually stage, maybe because you can go crazy or you can go a completely different route. And for example, there's some more moment in the song where you can say, oh, let's do some, I don't know, dark lighting and so on. So I'm guessing it really depends. It can make the performance or break it. That's clearly. I think that the staging will do quite a lot with the song. Yeah, more than the vocals and so the rest. That's not going to be an issue.
Do you think we will have like different staging for the different kind of songs, just like in the music video?
I think maybe they're going to take on the. When I saw it, I was like, I'm sure they're going to take the at least the entire clothes and what he wears and so on, because it was really like purposely put on the clip or so on. Maybe it's not, and maybe I'm mistaken, but that will be cool, I think, to have 2-3 costume changes during the performance. That can be something quite thrilling to see.
We could have the train carriages.
I thought that as a stage prop, and it will be very classic. I was thinking of all of these movies that happen on a train. Like, they're always so classy and elegant, you know, Orient Express sort of movie, or the Trans-Siberian. I think that is so timeless and classy that everyone would like that. And then him going like something so traditional as a train carriage that looks that way, and him being such a contemporary artist and they being a contemporary artist and contemporary person, exploring different ways of being that in the old times it was not possible. I think it would be a very, very beautiful and rounded visual thing to contemplate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've ever done a train on the Eurovision stage before, have we?
Just a trenuletul that Zobs were doing, like.
Oh yeah.
I thought about that too on the morning. I was like, oh, it's Switzerland Trenetlul moment.
So, Maria, how are you feeling about Switzerland this year?
As a theater kid and an actress, as a director, as I love this kind of performing arts, I absolutely love it, you know? Like, I would never expect something like that from Switzerland. Like, I would expect that maybe, like, I don't know from which country actually, but not from Switzerland, definitely. When we heard like a lot of male, like very good ballads and generally like pretty calm songs. And this is totally crazy. And I was like, my jaw dropped. I was like, what the hell is that, you know? So I absolutely love it. It's now in my top 5. And I've heard that maybe today like 10 times already. But the one fear I have in me is the staging, because what you are saying that it might be easy it can be everything, you know, so it's easy to show it, but on the other hand it's very hard to show it because it's so different. The 3 minutes are so different, like every 20-30 seconds you have something else. And we saw that kind of songs at Eurovision already. That was, for example, like Macedonia. I don't know if you remember. I think that was
2018, 18,
yeah. So that was also the song that had like 4 different styles, and it was terrible on stage. Like, it was such a huge mess.
Right?
Yeah. The song was great. It was very high in odds, but after the performance, it dropped, like, you know, it didn't qualify. So that's my only fear, that they will not have the idea what to do. But on the other hand, if they send something like that, I believe that they have already this idea how it's going to be on stage. So for me, it's a total wow, you know.
You're a fan.
Well, I think that generally speaking, Switzerland knows how to stage a song. We saw it since 2019, also before. I think that Switzerland doesn't have a lot of problems in actually staging a song because they have the money. We know it. So they could possibly stage it this really well. And of course, having an internal selection makes it even easier for the delegation to stage because they already know what they are going to do if they select a song. It would not be very brave to them for them just to select a song and then thinking about the staging later. They just go with it, and they know what they're gonna do with the staging. I just assume that with internal selection it should be like this. Or
Yeah, they do
They should
this.
have an idea.
They do this.
in
They
the
really
con-
do.
Yeah, in the case of Switzerland, is obvious because when they arrived to Eurovision, pretty much also from the rehearsals, we know that Switzerland is nailing the stagings. So maybe camera work can change, maybe some pyro can change, maybe some lights, but usually the staging concept is already decided and really well performed. Either in the case of Marius Baird, it was actually one of the weakest Swiss entries in the last years. The staging was amazing for that kind of song. It was really simple but yet effective. So regarding my opinions on the song, it's a mess, but a beautiful mess, as Christian Kostov would say. It's a beautiful mess. I really like. I had the opportunity to just listen to the song like 2 or 3 times, or 2 times, and I watched the video clip just once. And it's already my 5th place, and maybe can go upper in my top for now. I think that is something really risky and something really edgy for Switzerland, something really different. I was expecting, actually, I don't know why, but there were some rumors, I think, in the Swiss delegation that they were sending a woman this year, but eventually it was Nemo. I really, of course, Nemo is non-binary, so he's a non-binary artist, and on I think that in social media he expressed his own preference for him to be called by his own name rather than expressing his own gender with the pronouns. This in the case of languages such as Italian, for example, my language, that do not have the neutral genre. And of course, Nemo prefers for him to be attributed with his own name, to be called with his own name, in the case, of course, the language doesn't have the neutral. So I would call Nemo. Of course, I would call they Nemo. But of course, yes, I am sorry if I'm gonna call Nemo with him or her. It's because as an Italian, I get really frustrated with neutral genre. Clara maybe can relate. So yeah, I found the entry really creative. I'm sure Nemo will actually nail those vocals. I don't know why. I think if somebody records something like this, if somebody produces a song like this, they need to be sure that the vocal performance will be fine, because it's a really challenging song in general, for both for control of the breath, because we are talking about opera and rap together, and also for vocal ability, reaching those notes. So I'm sure that both Nemo and the Swiss delegation thought about that, and the vocal performance will not be a great problem for them. And regarding the staging, they can actually do whatever they want with this kind of entry, because it's such creative in a way that gives you the opportunity to stage it in such a chaotic but yet good way. I'm thinking, I don't know why, but it didn't give me cha-cha-cha vibes, but a staging full of colors, like the one we saw with Carija, could be a way. I'm not saying that it should be Caria staging. I'm saying that it may get inspired most of all by the second portion of Caria's performance, the one in which there were the colors of the rainbow. It could be really beautiful for this kind of entry, and also for the message that he expresses.
Yeah, I think there will be a lot of colors on stage, actually.
I'm just looking at Maria's face. I have a feeling that me and Maria are thinking the same thing now, and that is that I think we could listen to you talk for hours, Samuele.
No, it's not.
Honestly,
of course, Andy loves me.
I just know Maria's thinking the same thing. I can see it in her eyes.
I can see it in your eyes.
No, because he gets me. He gets me. He's also a theater person, so.
Because guys, in the live, you have to know, also the guys that are watching this video, you have to know that Andy actually was like yesterday night was like, Samuela, you have to come back. You have to go back to the live because I miss you terribly. So yeah,
Andy?
I'm here just because Andy asked me, of course.
Can I just say one more thing about Switzerland's song? I don't know if anyone else got this, but in the first half, I was getting Kate Bush vibes.
It's not an artist I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, I just know her for.
I think my issue with Switzerland is I think after listening to you guys, I think I'm just too old for it now. If I'm honest, I think that's my problem. I think I'm too old and too miserable for a song like Switzerland.
Maybe I need to listen to it again, and then I will also get the Kate Bush vibes. But first,
I didn't get it.
It's
No,
like
but I will have
It depends from which songs. So, for example, because I'm acquainted with Kate Bush with, for example, Wuthering Heights.
It's me, Kathy.
So for that, I don't recognize the quotation, I would say, but maybe from the what is the name of the song in Stranger Things? I don't remember.
Running Up That Hill.
Yeah, Running Up the Hill. Maybe.
It's just like the kind of vocal. It was the style of the vocals that reminded me.
I think only you can see the kind of relationship between Switzerland 2024 and Kate Bush. Come on.
Next time I'm going to listen to Nemo, I will hear only Kate Bush from now on. So thank you.
Maybe they should get inspired for the staging, at least.
Sarah,
And
what are you?
also ready for all of the looks Nemo will serve us.
Yeah. Yeah, the looks I think are going to play also a huge role.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm expecting something in line with Drag Race, a big reveal. No, maybe.
Who knows?
I love
don't
that he
know.
had his nails done. Like that was very
also
indicative
thinking
of
because
where
I'm sure he's
people
going to
they
wear
were
a dress anyway or something like
Yeah,
this
no, I saw
at the moment of the
that in
performance.
some portions of the video he has this kind of tool over, so maybe can actually plan on something on a big reveal or on a dress reveal. It would be really iconic in this kind of thing.
But does this song needs that? Like,
Of course not. What?
strong enough, you know, by
amazing.
itself? But this is what I have problems sometimes at Eurovision, that people like the stagings are trying to be as strong as the song, and sometimes you just don't need it because the song is going, you know, like flowing by itself. So sometimes like less is more. But on the other hand, Switzerland has always Sasha,
done less.
yeah. So I think that will be something more. I think from the style, like something more dark and more like, I would call it, I don't know why I have it in mind, like Alice in Wonderland vibe, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
more dark, more mystical than like, you know, yeah, something like this I have in my mind.
I can see that. I can see that. So guys, I'm just gonna look at what people in the comments are saying about Switzerland. How are you guys feeling about it? Right, Benny Lee, hi. You think Switzerland is a potential winner? I kind of agree. I don't know if about winner, but for me, it's probably top 5. How are you? What do you guys think? Top 5, top 3,
So
winner?
are we going with predictions? So of course, for me, it will pass to the final if staged cleverly. But I think it doesn't have, as I was saying before, it doesn't have that problem. I don't know about the juries. So of course, he has the big notes for the juries that always like those juries always like. But maybe top 5 is a little bit high. Maybe lower top 10 would be. I'm not seeing this winning, even if I think we don't have a clear winner now in the lineup. There are a lot of great songs, by the way, but still not a clear winner, even if I have my favorites. But yeah, I would say for as far as I think for now, with the entries that we have right now, lower top 10, for example, around 7th, 8th.
I'm not sure if I watched the right song.
I honestly cannot give an opinion on this. I need to hear him live to make a decision whether he's going to make it to the final or not. I'm still yet on that level because I could hear
Really?
I could hear some effects in his the vocals. So I'm wondering how is that going to be able to be replicated on the stage, or he's going to just bypass that and not have any effects. And so, yeah, and also how on tune he's going to be is going to play a huge part of it, because it is very easy to do each part of the song individually when you don't have to go through the whole 3 minutes, because that also for the body, you need to position it in the right way. And who knows, maybe he might be a wonderful performer, but personally, I don't know that because I haven't seen a live performance on this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I know nothing about Eurovision. Also, like, I would never have seen this as a song that people talk about winning and top 5, and you know, maybe I was watching the wrong song.
I think they are placing it a lot higher because of what Nemo represents as an artist and as a person.
They're not doing that with Ireland, though.
Sorry, what?
Yes,
They're not doing that with Ireland.
Yeah.
Of course, but comparing, for example, the appeal that Switzerland may have with the one with Ireland, that for me is almost surely NQing.
Ireland, it's not as brave for Ireland to wear a dress on stage as it is for Switzerland.
Yes, and I think that this song is completely different from what we had in Eurovision in the last couple of years. It's something new, completely new. Of course, we had opera, we had rap, we had pop, but not as a mix like that. And this will appeal to many people. I think that.
And that's why I think. Yeah. That's why I think it's quite possible it's a contender. I'm not saying it's a clear winner, but I think Switzerland has a small shot, at least.
No, I don't think Switzerland is going to win, but I think that it's going to achieve a good placement. That is almost if, as Clara was saying, we have a good and well-staged performance. Because if Switzerland risks it with this song, it means they have something in mind. And if they don't do something properly with this entry, it's going to be a complete mess. And if it's going to be a complete mess, we saw that staging in Eurovision is fundamental. Even if you have a good song, you can ruin it with horrible staging. Italy before 2018. So, of course...
Oh, sorry, my buzzer's going. Someone at my door, so I'm going to bring in Justin to replace me.
Hello!
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What time is it for you?
It's 7:30 at the moment.
You're crazy to wake up at this hour. You're crazy, completely crazy.
Crazy
Look,
to be with us at 7:30? No.
Dedicated.
But what was the craziest was waking up to Switzerland's song. Oh my God.
We were just talking about it.
I've only seen it one time. I don't know how I fully feel about that at the moment.
Yeah, it's the same. After I saw it, I listened to it for the first time. I said, well, I'm going to go to class and then I'm going to listen it again. I have to let it sediment it a little bit because I don't understand what I just watched.
Yeah, you get to let it sink in.
Absolutely.
I actually really like it. I feel like, I don't know if people were watching the live on Monday, but I was negative Nancy on Monday and I didn't like anything because I thought the entries that came out so far were just kind of like the same. It's rock, it's gimmicky, or it's a pop song. And now we have something completely different. So I was really excited this morning when the song came out. I was like, this is something that we haven't heard for Eurovision this year. So that's why I was really excited about it.
Well, I guess
I do agree.
You're kind of right because this year is it's kind. I saw it too. I'm perceiving it too because this year is almost like. I'm not saying that it's a strategy because it doesn't work out. This theory doesn't work out, but I think that we reached a year in which countries know how to get a high placement. So they send songs with a pattern. you know. So this year we have songs that are quite similar and they are following a certain kind of pattern. So for example, we have I'm not saying Caria would wanna be like, but songs that are kind of in that way, you know. We have songs like that. We had again Finland. We had again the Netherlands. Even if I don't think we should do a comparison between that, but we have some songs that are in that way. Then we have a female bops in the way of Chanel, but less. Then we have other. We don't have ballads this year. Almost, we don't have.
Which is going to work in favor of Latvia. Fingers crossed, because I really want them to qualify.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
I think Latvia can qualify because it's one of the few ballads that we have, and I think that if, for example, I think it will favor Belgium. I think it will favor France. I think it will favor Serbia if Serbia does the right choice. It is a bold take for me. But yeah, we don't have a lot of ballads. This year is a really up-tempo year, and of course also the year in which Italy sends an up-tempo. We always do the worst decisions, but then we do.
But it works for you guys lately, like for the past 10 years. Well done. Keep making bad decisions. Keep making bad decisions.
We make bad decisions, but in the end we are good. But yeah, thinking about Switzerland, I think that wrapping up a little bit on Switzerland, I would say that as Sarah was saying, is something completely different from what the
I'm just gonna go.
Okay, it was really nice to have you here, Ibrahim. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Thank you for your Swiss expertise.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna leave you soon.
Andy is popping and.
You know what? This is not Eurovision. My buzzer was going like crazy, and I got there, and it was for my neighbour, and I'm so annoyed. Anyway,
take a breath. We're talking about Eurovision right now. That's something that you like.
Are we
something you
talking about
enjoy.
the Netherlands? I feel like
we were just
Netherlands
because I'm desperate to find out what Sarah thinks.
Look at the comments; they are going crazy. We have Amberly going Euro, pa 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 pa. So everyone is like saying all the lyrics to the song.
What's the best one?
Netherlands at the finals. Netherlands for the win. It seems like everyone wants to talk about the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start with Maria because you're very excited.
No, because I just wanted to start with a really bold take. About.
Yeah. Okay, do it.
I may trigger somebody. And I'm gonna be hated for this, but I'm gonna do it nonetheless because I'm like this. So, if the Netherlands doesn't stage this good, the Netherlands is gonna non-qualify for a second year in a row.
No chance. No chance.
It's my goal. I throw it there. I know the semifinals are 100% televote, so this, of course, is a huge televote appeal, but I throw it there because staging for this kind of song, we saw it. It's completely basic, I would say, but not basic. Needful. You need a really good staging to elevate even more the song because the song is a message. It's in Dutch, but it's a message, and I can understand it even without checking the lyrics, translating them. So my bold take is that if it's not staged well, it's gonna be a mess, a complete mess, because the song is a mess in a good way, as it would. But this is a mess in a good way because Joost is a mess by himself as an artist. So I just think this is my bold take. I'm gonna throw it there for you guys.
So I actually had the opportunity to watch Joost live a few times. Mm-hmm. He is such an amazing performer. He has all this energy inside. I imagine like when he comes off stage, he's like dead because all the energy that he has comes out on stage. So I think the performance will be good, but staging, yeah, I do think it needs some staging. It needs to be a good staging. How are you guys? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think the biggest risk to the Netherlands this year is Windows 95, man. And I'm going to get dragged for saying that, I think. But I see you know, I hate comparing songs, but there's lots of similarities in terms of kind of like the 90s vibe of the songs. And I prefer I prefer Joost's song over Windows 95 Man by far. And I think if one was to go through and one wasn't, I actually think it would be the Netherlands that would go through over Finland.
Of course.
I'm going to be hated for saying that, but I think that's the biggest risk to the Netherlands. And I think it's a shame because I think they've taken a very bold step this year. It's just that the Finnish public also voted in another bold step for a second year running. So it's a shame because I would have liked to have seen this as more of a standout song this year. But as it is, it's going to be included in a group of sort of 4 or 5 performances at Eurovision this year, which is a shame. It should have been more of a standout, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, now I'm gonna
maybe.
Yeah.
I should let Maria talk about this one. So I'll just carry on.
Anyway, I think that's the most Dutch song that ever exists. Like it represents everything about Netherlands, like all the music styles, all the looks, all the attitude. And I'm saying this as a person that's living in the Netherlands, but it's not Dutch. So my observance is pretty good because I sink into the Dutch culture and I can see it like from outside, you know. So I think that's the best place to observe it. The first time when I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, like I expected something like that. It was not surprising because I've heard other Joost Klein songs, but still it was like, wait, what is happening, you know? And then the second time I was like, well, that's kind of catchy. The third time I read the lyrics, I was like, oh, they're very beautiful lyrics. And the fourth time I was crying.
Oh.
Because I get the story behind it, you know, and the ending, which is really beautiful. Like it really touched me a bit because of some personal things, you know, never mind. But if somebody says it's a joke entry, yeah, it might be a joke entry, but on the other hand, it has like, yeah, but a lot of people on the internet were like, oh, joke entry, and then even jokes.
Because they don't understand the lyrics. From the first moment I heard the song, I was thinking that the meanings had a kind of deep meaning. And even if I didn't understand a word, I just saw the references in the music video about the European Union, about unity, about these things, and I got it. Even if maybe I didn't understand the meaning of the song, I got it. It was not a joke entry. I know also because Joost Klein is kind of famous in Europe. Not in Southern Europe, but in Central and Northern Europe.
West Europe mostly,
mostly. I know that his songs are full of meanings, presented as maybe jokes, but they are full of meanings.
But people, if you don't speak Dutch, you will not get it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yes.
You know, I got it somehow because I kind of understand Dutch, but I don't think that's the one problem I have, that people will not get it. The humor, the meaning, the humor, like in the, you know, like the wink and the like beautiful lyrics, they will not get it. The same what happened in 2018 with Italy. Like people also didn't get it until there were like lyrics, you know, on the screen. Because we don't speak Dutch, you know, most of Europe we don't speak Dutch, and that's my only.
From Italy to add the lyrics. I don't know about Joost because. I imagine something completely different. That was a kind of rocky ballad, and this was something else. But yeah, I think that if they can, this is my idea, if they can stage it in a way that is similar to what we saw in the music video, the message is going to go through. Because the music video is full of references that make understand as a kind of where the song is going to. And I think that if the Netherlands, as with an internal selection, is gonna do something clever with staging, I think that it will not be a completely. I think is not gonna be as difficult to present the meaning. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's also why I really love the ending, because at the end you really get that, like, okay, well, maybe there was something a message in this song. Like, if you don't understand, obviously I speak Dutch, so I understand the whole song, but I can understand if you don't speak the language and you listen to the song, you're like at the end, oh my God, why are we all of a sudden so serious? Was there like some message in the song? And then you're going to look up the lyrics if you're interested, of course. And then you get like what the message behind the song is. So I think the ending is very strong. I think that's the
Also,
strongest.
as an artist and a painter, there is a color blue called Blue Clay, and Just Klein was dressed in blue clay for the video.
Blue
Clay.
clay.
Yes, blue clay is a color in the color scheme, and he was dressed as blue clay, like the color of his suit was a clay color.
Can I just while we've been talking about this, I had a message from Barbara, who I referenced in my reaction video to the song.
Oh, yes.
She says, "Did I see Estine in the clip?"
Yes,
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
and
she was able.
DJ Paul Elstak.
Yes.
Yes.
He also I think he had something to do with the hardcore music in it.
Yeah,
Because
that's like,
in the interview on TV today, he mentioned, so yeah, I was just thinking, what's typical Dutch? Happy hardcore, we have like really good DJs coming from the Netherlands, from Martin Garrix to DJ Paul Elstak. So I was thinking, why not just call Paul? And I was like, oh my God. Like Paul, I don't know if you guys know him, but in the Netherlands, he's a legend because of his happy hardcore songs. And I think he worked on the song.
Yeah.
So he's in the music video as well.
In Barbara says also the new kids who were very famous in the Netherlands in the 90s. So it is like a hark back to the 90s. And she says, for me, it brings back her teenage years. And I imagine that's a lot of the comments that you've probably been getting in the Netherlands as well. And I would imagine that we've got some of that in the chat. Do you want me to go to the chat and pull out some of the comments?
Yes.
No, I just saw a comment that is really, really bad for me. I'm sorry. I hope Italy will play so low. Who are you?
it's okay. As a Spanish person, I get these comments all the time, and I live with that comment, and I live through those comments.
I'm going to try and read out a Dutch one. Juste Kleine, Eurovision 2024. We zijn de beste waar niemand Nederland gaan winnen. Oh, don't laugh.
Do you want me to say how it's got to be pronounced? Joost Klein, Eurovision 2024. Wij zijn de beste waar niemand Nederland gaat winnen.
I think I get it.
Porsche.
Yeah.
You are doing okay.
You're
Bravo,
doing great,
Andy.
sweetie.
So what do
Justin,
you...
I want to hear, because Justin, you would have heard this in the morning, right? Yesterday morning? No.
This
I think
morning.
I don't understand how time works. When did you hear it?
I haven't actually heard it yet.
Ooh.
Oh, I think we should do it
I'm really
live.
curious.
We can get like your live reaction.
Let's do
I
it
wonder how you
now.
think it will sound.
Okay, yeah.
Guys in the live, do you want to watch Justin do a live react to Euro Papa?
Yes. I want to.
Yes.
I think so. We will let you sort that out. Justin. Have you seen any of the songs from today?
I have seen Switzerland. And I just want to say, Andy, I'm not calling you old and I'm not calling me old. But I immediately went to Kate Bush.
You as well.
Yes.
I'm glad someone else picked up the Kate Bush. I mean, to be fair, I'm not old enough to remember kind of Kate Bush when she was like at her peak either. So we're really aging ourselves here, Justin. I think it's probably more the generation above us. But yeah, Kate Bush. I'd love to know if anyone in the chat gets those vibes as well.
The Kate Bush vibes.
So, what do we think about the placement of the Netherlands?
It's gonna qualify, I would guess.
Yeah.
It's going to qualify for sure.
Yes.
But I'm not sure if it breaks my heart to say this, but I'm not sure if we're going to make it to the top 10. Right now, in my Eurovision scoreboard, it's placed at 13, I think.
I need to see a live performance because, for example, me coming from the south of Spain, the south of Europe, I've never heard of him before, and I haven't watched a performance. So when I see him, like this Eurovision journey will be like my first approach to Joost Klein. So I am looking forward to see him perform at the pre-parties, because then I could get a better sense of who he is as an artist, as a person, and like what creative vibe he's going to bring to the stage.
Thinking of kind of characters, because he is a character as well. Think of the other songs that we would group the Netherlands with. Who do you think is the most appealing character to wider Europe? Because I think actually he might be the one.
For me, it would be Baby Lasagna, because he's
more
approachable.
Yeah. But I think more so than Windows 95 Man.
Yeah, I don't find Windows 95 Man approachable at all. Melodically wise, I think I prefer his song to the Netherlands, just the melody wise. The character, I prefer Joost, but if I have to pick the best combination of both, for me would be Baby Lasagna, because I find it more approachable, and there's a folk element that it's obviously amped and with distortion and like rave and crazy, but I find something very endearing and very warm that I find it lacks in the other two artists we were talking about, because there's like a wall there. Because I don't think Baby Lasagna is so much of a character himself. It's like Marco, but
he's an artist, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't see him kind of similar to Joost or Windows 95 Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, but you have to remember that also Joost is the most popular of all of them, you know, and it's the most established artist also. Like he's not, I don't know, honestly, about Windows 95 Man, if he's like long on the market, but like from what I see, like Joost Klein has the most like, he knows what he's doing the most, like all the, I don't know if it's like him or his team or the Dutch TV or something, like I don't know who is standing behind that, but I do believe that he's honest and his songs, and like he's very, very well known in Belgium and Germany, so West Europe mostly. So I would say that him, but Baby Lasagna has something like very fresh, you know, but this is what you are saying, Lara. He's like
your cousin. He could be your cousin or your distant relative.
Yeah, honest and like so not in the industry yet, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So that might be like he's very like Karia had the same, like he was very like natural with his like very funny, but in a like honest way, not funny because I have to be funny, just funny because he's like that. So I think
exactly
that's
that.
Yeah,
exactly
very pure.
And there was the Karia effect. I mean, if he went to the toilet, someone filmed it and put up a video in it, got 1 million. Do you know what I mean? Anything that Karia did last year, there was just hype around it. And I think you will get the same with one of these artists. And I think it would, I do think if we're putting them in the same group, then Baby Lasagna would be that artist. But I think behind him would be Joost.
Yeah.
So Joost could benefit from the Karia effect this year, I think.
So
I need to go and watch it right now.
What do you think of how it's going to sound? You haven't listened to it, you just heard us talking about it. I want to know what you imagine the song would be like.
I don't know, but Switzerland was kind of... If Switzerland is my warm-up, I am concerned and aroused for use. Like...
I can see people getting aroused for him.
It's too early for these kind of feelings.
No, but the guy, he has over 1 million views already in like 4 or 5 hours, and YouTube probably is not showing all the views anyway. So I guess it's like 1.5 million, I guess now. Netherlands is not that big country, you know, to watch it that fast.
But Sarah, do you mind if I just go live to the fence? Because Jess, I don't even think she's there. I don't even think Jess is on the fence today. We're live to the fence, guys. Jess isn't feeling Joost's song very much, sadly, but she thinks it'll definitely qualify in the televote only semi.
Yes, I completely agree with what Jess just said.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with the second part of the sentence.
Yeah, me too.
Who's Alfred J. Quack?
What?
Who's Alfred J. Quack? Bubble pirate.
Quack.
Is that a real person?
No idea.
Oh, I think that's one of the people, the person in the comment section that probably is not agreeing, and so Bubble Pirate is suggesting him to go for the Netherlands. Anyway, for example, I'm one of those people from Europe that doesn't speak Dutch or understand Dutch. So yes, it's a song that it's going to depend a lot for me visually and the live performance, because the lyrics don't do anything to me at the moment because I haven't sat and translated them. But you have to count that that's going to be a big majority of people watching on the night.
Yeah, it's always a risk to do it in your own language when it's not English.
Yeah, but I don't you love how many non-English language songs we've got this year?
For me, I would go back to the rule, to the language rule.
No.
No.
It feels like it's kind of happening naturally. You know, even some of the lesser known languages. You know, we've had 2 songs in Lithuanian in the past 3 years. You know, that's fantastic.
So, for example, regarding this, when a song wins Sanremo and goes to Eurovision and accept to go to Eurovision, if the artist slightly say that they want to sing a part of the song in English, people scream out loud. They don't want Italy to send something in English because it representing our country, it means bringing our beautiful language to the way. And I think it should be like this naturally for everybody because
because your language sounds good.
Because your language is beautiful. Like try to sing in Polish. First of all, it's terrible.
Justina sang in Polish. Justina?
Huh?
Justina sang in Polish.
30 years ago.
That song that she sang for Eurovision, it was half in Polish.
Yeah, but last time we had like a beat in 2019 and then 2014. Like, but we don't. I would try it, but like Polish is not that melodic as Italian or Spanish.
It doesn't mean anything. You can craft a very good song in your own language, no matter what language you have. I think so.
I don't want Polish.
Guys, I think we need to give Maria and Samuel their own show. But I just have to jump in and say hello to Ellen Hanwright, who is also joining us from Australia, just like you, Justin. And she's not heard the Netherlands or Cyprus yet. But Ellen, we would love to know what you think of Switzerland's entry. So, Justin, which ones Switzerland you've heard? So you've not heard Cyprus, who we must talk about before we wrap up as well.
Yeah,
it's not the best. It reminds me of replay. Yeah.
No, guys, I'm going to fire myself. I don't think I can do this job anymore. I really like it.
Really?
And
please. I love the drum. It's more the musicality of the song. I love the drum beat.
You love the musicality because the lyrics are written by a 5-year-old.
I didn't listen to the lyrics though.
No,
all I remember is liar.
Andy, they are like the most basic thing I heard in my 20 years of age, 23. So
I was thinking, do you remove some years from you?
Justin, the lady whose name I forgot, Silia. She's Australian.
She is. I believe she's from Sydney, which is pretty close to where I am. I actually don't know that much about her. But it is nice to see. I mean, from my point of view, it's nice to see that other countries are investing in Australian artists. Like we had Andrew Lambrou last year, Anja Nissen from Denmark a few years ago. It is lovely to see that. I loved Anja.
I'll be quite happy for Andrew Lambrou to come back for the next 5 years.
Yes.
But yeah, it's interesting that they followed the same tactic. But I have to say, I really like the song. So I'm super like I think it's an age thing now. I think there's a clear split between me and everyone.
Are you calling me old?
No, me.
Because I actually agree with you.
You like it? Oh, I love you.
I love it. You know what I'm looking forward to? I think there will be a dance break.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah, that's I'm
how
looking forward to the
creative.
dance break.
How creative of them to do a dance break.
To be fair, I enjoyed watching her dance because she has really good moves and she knows how to move her body in a very visual way. So I think for me, it's going to be less about listening to the song but more enjoying the show.
No, I want to say that it's, of course, she's 17 years old. So
is she 17?
Yes, 17. She's 17 years old. She's trying for Eurovision with a boppy song with most surely a dance break. So shout out to her. She's brave. She's strong. She's a girl as well, 17 years old of age.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what kind of you do on stage and no matter the result you achieve, you have to be proud of you at 17 years old. Because I am 23 and I'm doing nothing. So 17 years old of age and staying on stage. And I'm thinking about Dena from Belarus in 2008. She was 17 as well, 16, 17 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. For me, it was one of the best Belarusian entry in the last years. Amazing. Of course, I don't like the song. I think it's cheap, really cheap. But I can see why people like it. I can see doing pretty well in Eurovision. I was expecting something kind of more because they were actually, because people are now on Twitter most of all, because it's from where I get my Eurovision knowledge nowadays. They were shouting out for Cyprus and Austria. And I was thinking that Cyprus and Austria were the things to beat. But now that I heard the Cypriot song, for me, it's going to qualify, but it's going to be in the right-hand side of the board. Because I think that the song itself, not the performer. The performer, I think she's great. Because I heard there also some snippets of her singing live, and she's good. I think that the song wants to emulate too much the tradition that Cyprus is trying from since 2018, and it's not good for Cyprus because we saw it. 2018, perfect, second place.
Yeah.
2019, Tamta, already a flop. 2020, we didn't have. 2021, Fuego.
El Diablo.
El Diablo, sí, Fuego. El Diablo, perfect staging, perfect vocals, perfect song, flopped. I think Cyprus needs to send something different, completely different. I think it's the time Cyprus sent something in Greek, and they kind of did it with Andromache, but I don't know, something went off with the staging for Andromache's song. I know. I still think that they should try on that way because Andromache's song was amazing, was really beautiful in my opinion. So this is not it for Cyprus. I think Cyprus needs to be more authentic to themselves, and also, of course, they try to select also people from Cypriot descent, and of course, it's good for them. Also because they are really a tiny island in the middle of the sea. But I think they should try to be more authentic to their culture and to the sounds of their territory, because it's what makes a country great in Eurovision. When I am always gonna support this idea. When you know how to kind of connect your culture, your music, your tradition with modernity, for me, you're in 100%. Sending something that doesn't even I don't want to say it doesn't represent your country, but it's completely detached from your reality, I think is always a risk. It's a risk not just because people will not understand it, but it's a risk also because it misses the point of Eurovision. of spreading our own culture and spreading our own ideas through music. You know, I don't know if you guys can relate it or not. It's just my opinion about Eurovision. For me, Eurovision was created to spread hope through cultures, and for me, just sending a basic boppy song is not it. That's it.
I've just been talking. I've just got the best idea. I'm going to speak to you about it after this.
That sounds exciting.
It's just
Right, so guys,
I would like to see Cyprus sending something with I don't know.
We get it.
Horns and Greek.
More authentic, yeah.
I agree. But like, where's your pizza, Samuele? And I am going to have to go soon, guys.
Yeah, I was just thinking, we covered all the songs, and it's literally almost 10 o'clock. I need to go to bed, so I think we're going to wrap it up. But there's one comment that I would
wrap it up in Italian.
No, there's one comment that I would like to see as the closer of the live, and it's give us your top 5.
Yes,
God damn it!
Absolutely, I'm ready.
I'm going to get my app.
Where's my app?
You guys know how bad I am with ranking. Do you want me to go first?
I can do it first.
Are you going to rank my songs for me?
First Italy,
do your
second
own first,
Italy,
please.
third
Sorry.
Italy.
When he says I can do it, I think you're going to rank my songs.
Okay, so I'm gonna try, not including Italy, of course. No,
You
guys,
cannot include your own
because I
country.
didn't have the opportunity to say what I think about Italy. I did it in my reaction video. I think it's great, and we're gonna achieve a good.
Yeah,
place.
we know it. We know it.
That's all. That's all. That's it. But La Noia bops, and it's a great, also full of cultural references and sounds. So, not including Italy, my top 5 would be 6th place Ukraine.
Top
No,
5 and
5th
you start
place,
for 6?
5th place. slightly
points.
over Norway, slightly over. So Ukraine, Switzerland in 4th, 3rd Slovenia, 2nd Belgium, and 1st Spain.
Who's first Spain, did he say? Like Jess?
Yeah.
I think Jess has got Spain first. Shall I go next?
Yeah.
Go.
Mine are never exact because like it changes every day. But at the moment, I've got Norway in 5th. I've got Estonia in 4th place. I've got Lithuania in 3rd. Samuele's going to hate this. I've got Italy in 2nd place. I've got him first.
Who you have in first?
Hrvatska, Croatia.
Oh.
Moment.
I hate you.
I'm the worst ranker ever.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I go now. My 5th place is Belgium. My 4th place is Switzerland. 3rd place is España. 2nd place is Croatia. And the 1st place is Ukraine.
Oh.
Yes.
My
Very
my
nice.
5th place is Poland. My 4th place is Croatia. My 4th place is Croatia. My 3rd place is Lithuania. My 2nd is Italy, and my 1st is Ukraine.
Good.
Nice.
Not perfect. Not perfect. But good.
I believe my 5th was Denmark. My
Great.
4th
I forgot about it. Yes. Great.
Also, keep in mind that I haven't put in the new ones that have come out today.
Yes.
So Denmark in 5th, Italy in 4th, Slovenia in 3rd, Lithuania in 2nd, and Belgium in 1st.
Nice.
Okay, so mine is I have France at 5, Switzerland at 4, Ukraine at number 3, 2nd place for Italy, and my favorite right now is Luxembourg.
Ooh, nice.
Both would are the songs in the top 2.
All right, guys, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow us on YouTube and keep up to date on our website and follow us on social media as well. We got TikTok, Instagram,
All
YouTube,
the things.
of course. All the things. And we will see you next time.
Bye.